Let's go.
Marketing is a hard job. Having to get people to buy what you're selling in such a small amount of time without annoying or pissing them off seems like an impossible task sometimes. And you know what makes it even harder? It's that there will never be trailers as good as the ones that came out with Street Fighter Cross Tekken. So come with me as we glaze the greatest trailers in the history of fighting games for one of the jankiest fighting games in the history of fighting games. You eat today, you drink today, good. My name is Heina Breezy. I hope you are doing well and welcome to Enter the Heat of Battle. Now go ahead and sit back, relax, grab a snack, and make it toasty while you like, subscribe, hit that bell button, and don't forget to become a YouTube member to get tons of exclusive content coming your way soon, so we can go ahead and experience true cinema as we
enter the heat of battle.
The first few seconds of your trailer are the most important amount of time in the entire thing, because that decides if the viewer is going to keep watching or turn to something else. And the very first Street Fighter Cross Tekken trailer knew exactly how to take advantage of their time. We start off with Kazuya, the original protagonist of Tekken, holding the head of a Mishima Zaibatsu foot soldier who has just had his ass handed to him. Kazuya looks into this foot soldier's eyes, but not because he is trying to intimidate that soldier. No, it's because the soldier has a helmet cam that Kazuya knows is a direct feed to Jin Kazama, his son, the leader of the Mishima Zaibatsu. And Kazuya then tells Jin, "Hey, you know that guy you've been looking for a while?" Yeah, I found him. He's right here." Kazuya then points the camera down and we see that he is stomping on the head of Ryu. And we only hold on that shot of Kazuya stomping on the face of Ryu for a split second before we cut to the Capcom logo. That is how you sell me on a fighting game, yes! First few seconds you're already curious about what the fuck is going on. How did Kazuya find Ryu? Why was Jin trying to find Ryu? What's going to happen to Ryu now? And why are they playing the most perfect song for a fighting game trailer I have ever heard in my entire fucking life? Honest Eyes by Black Tide is one of the most blood-pumping, adrenaline-raising, craze-inducing songs that I have ever heard. Now, I'm not going to play it here because I want to get paid for this video and I put a lot of work into them and I don't want that money to go away. But trust me, you don't know hype until you have heard that song. Then after the Capcom logo, we cut to Nina Williams fighting Ken in a broken down destroyed building before a giant Mishima Zaibatsu mech comes to take them both out. We hear that Ken is here trying to save Ryu, but Nina Williams seems to be working for Kazuya and trying to cut him off. And now this giant mech is here just to cause problems for everybody. But it doesn't look like Ryu needs saving because he's able to fight his way out of the grip of Kazuya, but not under his own power. It seems like this energy is forming in his body, but not the Satsui no Hado, no. It's something different because we get these rune-like patterns appearing on his eyes, which again is making me ask more questions. That's what you need me to do in a trailer. Now, the answer to those questions, we don't have to worry about that, but what we need to worry about is the fight between Kazuya and Ryu, round 2. But Ken says, "Nah, Ryu, you are not fighting alone," as he goes in to jump Kazuya, while Nina Williams goes on to hold down Ryu, letting you know, hey, this is gonna be a tag game. And while they're fighting, we get this cool liquid aesthetic where everybody's body seems to be flowing into water, which seems to be like an alternate take on the paint stroke aesthetic that they had for Street Fighter 4. Then it all builds up to this shot of Ryu punching Kazuya while Kazuya punches Ryu, both of them overpowering each other's fists to show how they're evenly matched before they break away, come rushing at each other again. Then boom, cut to the title, print it, ship it, take my fucking money. Now your boy the Gorgon Man here was just a little hatching when these trailers came out, and trust me, this was the coolest thing I have ever seen in my entire life, and I still am waiting for something to beat it. And if that trailer wasn't the coolest thing you've ever seen, we have more to look at, because we go on to the next trailer where we see King German suplexing Mike Hagar. Then as the bell rings, we cut to see a shot of the arena to see this cool as hell neon grunge aesthetic, something that perfectly fits Metro City. Then we got Mod Town by Hollywood Undead also playing in the background to boost the vibe as well. Before we get to see King's tag team partner for this match, Craig Marduk. Now we don't get to see who Hagar's tag team partner was for this match. Maybe it's like Gunlock or somebody else from Saturday Night Slam Masters. Now me personally, I hope it was Black Widow because
Hello, sailor!
But we don't have time to worry about that because what is this? It seems like we have a new challenger in our midst with Poison, another Metro City resident. We see Marduk get a little too cocky as he's hypnotized by Poison's hips, telling nothing but the truth. But he's gonna have to lock the fuck in because Poison is not alone, no. Because Hugo is here, fucking destroying the set that they're on as he rushes to the ring to crack the skull of Marduk. Now King attempts to fight back on his own, but he is struggling, all while Poison is up on the rafters enjoying the entire thing. But now it's Poison's turn to lock in because Marduk rips the entire 2 tons of solid steel out of the ground and sends it crashing into the fucking ring. Now, cause Hugo is Hugo, that barely slows him down, but that is all King and Marduk need to pull a Winter Soldier and Captain America on him and jump his ass as King hits him with a shining wizard straight to the fucking skull. So Poison starts to throw projectiles to help her boy out, but that is simply not enough because King grabs the ankles of Hugo and takes him on a ride for a giant swing. And something that's kind of funny that we see with the giant swing is that we get a spotlight saying, "You're on the Hugo round," which wasn't needed in the slightest, but it's that subtle detail, that one small thing to make the shot more dynamic, shows the love and attention that were put into these trailers. Then King sends Hugo crashing into Poison as we cut to the title of Street Fighter Cross Tekken, ending the trailer. But no, wait, this trailer has after credits because we get to see that new challenger sign flashing again before it is kicked into smithereens by a shadowy figure. Then we zoom in to let those shadows fade to show off the 2 coldest motherfuckers to ever come from Metro City, Cody and Guy. Probably one of the best endings I've ever seen to a trailer, period. I put it right up there with the Halo Believe trailer, where Master Chief lifts his head to look at the viewer. That's just another strength of the Street Fighter Cross Tekken trailers, where they leave you wanting more. And speaking of wanting more, we still have yet to see Jin's response to Kazuya from the first trailer we saw. So how about for the last one today, let's go ahead and see what Jin had to say. We open with Jin at his desk looking at the video that Kazuya left for him. And Jin responds naturally in the only way he knows how, looking all brooding and pensive, like the prime example of a late 90s edgelord protagonist that he is. But interrupting his brooding is a voice off in the distance mocking him. and then appearing out of nowhere, seemingly being formed from that liquid that we saw throughout the other trailers, M. Bison appears with that devilish smile, looking Jin right in the eyes, from one ruthless dictator to another. But as this is going on, we see rushing to the top floor is Xiao Yu trying her best to save Jin, before she sees a giant explosion with the bodies falling from the sky. Then out of nowhere, Jerry comes to take her head clean off with a Booker T scissor kick, but Xiao Yu was able to dodge. And this fight right here, it only lasts like 5 or so seconds, but it perfectly shows how well this team knows how to perfectly convey the characters in such a small, condensed time frame with these trailers. Jerry, being so crazy and reckless, chooses to not stand on the stairs that are more stable, but she decides to stand on the railing as she's hunched over the entire time, making her feel real sinister, but also shows she is a Taekwondo master by focusing mostly on kicks like she does in her actual playstyle. But then we have Xiao Yu being more defensive and focusing on counterattacking and pokes, all while you can tell on her face that her main objective is not this fight right here, but is to get up there to help Jin. Speaking of, we make our way back up to him by doing this cool drone-style shot where we go out of the building and then back inside, where we see he's trying to fend off M. Bison, but then bursting through the door is Xiao Yu's limp body, as we see that she didn't really do a good job against Jury. Then while Jin and Xiao Yu are reeling, we get words thrown between M. Bison and Jury, while Jury is telling M. Bison that she does not follow his orders, further fleshing out their character. Jesus Christ, oh my god! We see Jin blitz his way over to grab Jerry's head and makes it look like he's going to squish it like a goddamn grape. But before he gets the chance to follow up with some offense, we see that he's struggling a bit, like he's holding back a dark force growing inside his body, and we see that dark force manifest in these flames surrounding Jin, which is a perfect way to show how the transition from Jin to Devil Jin feels very scary and otherworldly by using fire to represent it, because the entire time in these trailers, water and liquids have been the connecting theme. But then Jury is like, nah, fuck all that, and activates her feng shui engine before setting up a perfect wombo combo with her and Bison as she sends him flying with the pinwheel kick before M. Bison hits him with a Psycho Crusher. That Psycho Crusher sends Jin crashing into the glass wall. Then Bison proceeds to laugh in his face. But while he is, this light is emanating from Jin's body, forming into the cracks of the glass into this wing shape before Jin explodes with power, shattering the glass completely, and those glass shards form into the wings of Devil Jin. Then as the song from Heads Unworthy by Rise Against starts to build and build and build, we zoom in on Devil Jin's face as he gives M. Bison the exact same devilish smile that he gave him at the beginning of the trailer, right before he tells M. Bison exactly what he's about to learn. Ooh. I mean, I don't smoke, but goddamn, I need a cigarette right now because Jesus Christ, these trailers are pure ecstasy to watch. And I didn't even go over all of them. There are more for you to go watch as soon as you finish this video. Dimps and Capcom put every single last piece of their souls into these trailers. It's just sad that we couldn't say the same for the actual game. With the gameplay being kinda wonky, the art style not being the greatest, and the DLC being a fucking mess. It's hard not to feel disappointed, right? But I'm gonna try to look at it like this, okay? The trailers are such pure cinema that no game would ever be good enough to match them. Now, am I talking out of my ass right now? Fucking of course I am. It's called Copium, bitch. Look it up. Goddamn. But that doesn't change the fact that Street Fighter Cross Tekken mastered the art of selling a fighting game. Do you have a favorite Street Fighter Cross Tekken trailer? Go ahead and let me know in the comments. Then while you're down there, go ahead and open up that description so you can find my Blue Sky, where you can follow me for updates on me, my art, and these videos. And if you want to help these videos come out more frequently, and even better, if you're feeling gracious, you can donate to my Ko-fi. or decide to become a YouTube member for even more exclusive content. Coming your way very soon. Plus, those perks include getting a shout out, so shout out to my very first channel member, friend of the show, Addicted with the Art. Be sure to follow her on Twitch at twitch.tv/addictedwiththeart. And before I go, be sure to like, subscribe, hit that bell button, and take care of yourself. I know times are tough, but we will get through it. I've been Hannah Breezy, I was here, and I did the best I can. Later.